you, my fellow raiders. Hey, this is your Fallout survivor, Damien. This is a video today, and I think I might make this a series. They're called hidden locations. I've seen a lot of people record these, and I find it interesting that there are these type of houses, you know, or locations around the map that you can build your camp in and everything, you know, as I move around the camera. And so today we are going to be showing you one of these locations, the house right behind me. This is a two-story house. The normal enemies that you'll find here could be super mutants or ghouls. To be honest, anything. The location for this place, before anybody asks, is over here on Grafton, right next to the Clarksburg shooting club. So you want to move over here on this dirt road that the map shows you, and you want to go here on this very location, and you'll see these three houses. Once you pass the first destroyed one and the second destroyed one, this third one is perfectly intact. So perfectly intact that actually that you can actually build in it. So you can see I have a green meter here, and if we go inside, you can build in it. Now I already have a camp, so I can't really place it down. Anyway, these are the feral ghouls that I mentioned that I had to kill. So let's see what kind of loot pops in here. So right now we have a stove with some sugar. So I guess so it will spawn in some sugar at least. You have a cooler here, so you will be getting some food every time you log in. There's an upstairs with a little bit of the broken floor. There's a shadeless table lamp and a dresser here. And blood bag spawns here, and the broken lamp. The bed doesn't work, but if you're able to, maybe you can place down a sleeping bag here and just nap it all away. You know, just like sleep. And this is good for, like, I would say a solo player house. I mean, you can put on your kitchen here. I would assume that the rest of your crafting tables could be placed on this porch or outside, really. You can do whatever you want since you have a pretty good view and area to build in. And let's actually do something sneaky. So right here, as you can see, if you place it down correctly, you could own two locations. So yes, you could technically have these two houses. So for like one being your main house, and one over here being maybe like your workshop or for your friends to hang out in. There is a mirror here that you can search for stim packs and other medical supplies. Oh, and you got spices here. And on the third house, which I said doesn't have much in it, is a totally wrecked, destroyed one completely. I wouldn't recommend building on this house, seeing how really it just looks really unsafe. You have a backyard here on these two, so you can pretty much start a farm. So you could start a farm actually here, and you got like rabbit hides or fox hide, so you got some hide spawns. But back here you can put your little garden, you know, grow whatever you want. Just be mindful that any enemies, monsters can spawn in here and will try to eat you and destroy you and everything else. But seeing from here, there is a good amount of resources. There's wood resources here. There was one in the last house, and you have a few spices and junk around. And you're also nearby the closest town over there, so you're pretty much good. This, of course, more for like a solo build player if you know you want to live around Grafton, or if you want to live alone, away from everybody else. That's what I have. My house over here, next to the Becker's farm. There's three houses. I'll do a future video on that. Alright, on to the next location, too. Now, this is very close from the first location. Just charging my PlayStation controller. So once, like I said, you can come down here in the middle, right behind the Clarksburg shooting club. And there you have the town of Clarksburg. And here's the toxic dried lake bed. So that diner over there is the second location. Now you must be careful when you spawn here, because this is a snallygaster spawn area. So you will have to fight a snallygaster each time you're here. Or bugs or ghouls. I don't know. All I know is that I've only been able to fight a snallygaster here. And they're most annoying. But anyway. So the diner is here. You can build inside this diner. Just making sure there are no snallygasters. But something is definitely stalking us, so it could be another snallygaster. Or ghouls. Never mind, these are ghouls. So you have ghouls that spawn in here, so you'll have to deal with this too. They're dead. Foolish ghouls. Anyway, here is your diner. I don't think you can place a door, sadly, and I need to take some more Rad-X. That away. But anyway, you have the ability to place your camp down here. And you can pretty much own your own diner. You know, for roleplay purposes or whatever, you know. You can have your own diner, have some friends over. You guys got your portable cake, so you can have customers fight for whoever gets that portable cake. And you have a pretty good area. Now, you could pretty much also own this dock if you were to place it down carefully. So, for example, if you are to catch a good chunk of it, then you could put water purifiers down there while also having your own little side of the dock. Like I said, you just gotta be careful, because as you can see there, I am taking half of the diner from here, but if you place it down carefully, then you can pretty much get a good chunk of the dirty water there and have a part of the dock. And you can own your own diner, be a trader here really, because this does look like a trader place. You can sell food to the wastelanders, and you have a good amount of food and junk that spawns here. And recipes, of course, you have lots of those. And also, you have boiled water here, so you can stock up on water. Another nice trick is there is a key over here, which is called the boathouse key. The boathouse key is that building over there with the door. I'll take you there in a second. So you'll have access to your own private little shack over there for all them goodies. And you don't have to worry about, well, you don't have to pick one now. And in here you have a Ends of Dungeon steamer trunk, a fisherman's outfit, and a first aid, and a lunchbox over there. And you can pretty much go over here and grab the loot. No loot didn't spawn for me this time, but I did get loot last time. So this is a pretty good location. Oh, and also an ammo canister over here. 308, nice. But yeah, you guys can pretty much live here. Set up your own diner shop, you know. Serve your customers. Some of the chairs don't work, but you can add your own chairs, you know. Make some magic. Next to you is a coffee shop. And you have the town and the shooting range next to you, as I said. So it's a pretty good deal. Of course, you can put your bed either here or up on the roof. It's your choice, really, guys. This is just an idea. And like I said, I saw this location on YouTube, and I decided to check it out, and I decided to make a video on it because, well, it looks very nice. You know, you can have your own diner. You can have people here for, you know, for dinner if they're a cannibal, or serve people or trade with them. Be a very defying trader. And you get your own broken Nuka-Cola machine here. But that's pretty much it, guys, for this location, to be honest. I mean, it's good, it's spacious, you have a good chance of getting some water, and you get tons of food and supplies here. You just gotta watch out for the ghouls and the snallygaster that spawns here once in a while. Alright, on to location number 2. also my base on my raider character. So this location is quite a path away from here. It's near here, the Becker's farm location, near the cow icon here, also next to Grafton station and the Grafton town. So this place is pretty isolated. Of course, you will have to deal with super mutants, bugs, and also crabbies, as in Fallout 4, our good old friend from a certain town calls them. But anyway, this is a pretty isolated area. The bridge here is destroyed, so you will have to hop out. One piece of advice, be careful where you place down your camp in this, because you might spawn in that water and just receive 30 rads per second each time in the spawn. Now anyway, so these are two houses that you can have. The first one has no door. You have a nice little balcony here. This is where I have my armor smith, armor workbench. Ignore the ghouls, they just decided to appear here. So I recommend putting traps in here to get them away from your house, like maybe bungee boards, which I just placed down. You have a radio in here that doesn't work, so you don't have to worry about having demonetizing music. I placed down a bunch of oil lamps here, but this house is a really good place to spawn in, since you have a nice supply of, well, resources for ingredients. You have a chance of a Nuka-Cola spawning here. You have spices, salts, all that nice stuff. And also oil, cooking oil. Sometimes a plant will spawn here. So you have a good percent chance, I would say maybe like a 50-50 chance of having random plants spawning here. I had a lion statue plant spawning here. You have the upstairs, which has a bed that's workable and a workable bunk bed. Now I do wish that, you know, the bunk beds would work as an actual bunk bed, like, you know, one player sleeps on the top and the bottom. So come on guys, tell Bethesda to do it. Bethesda, please. I want my buddy and me to share that he can sleep on top and me on the bottom of the bed. I like me bunk beds. Anyway, you have a second radio up here. As I right now going to place some of my stash in here. And this is a pretty nice house. Everything is workable, and you have the freedom to decorate. You can add your farm here, wherever you please, really. And you have enough space. These cars are destroyed, so they're good for turrets or for anything nice. This car, on the other hand, can explode, so watch out. There is a lake here, but if you're really good at placing stuff, then maybe you can place down a purifier in there. I wasn't able to in the end. Anyway, house number 2. This one does have a working door. And here, this one spawns in the most loot. So you have a chance for recipes here, which I've always had. Hats, and lots of junk. And I've decorated this place with a little bit of lighting. I think I had a lighting here, it doesn't matter. It has its own chemistry station, and if you're a Molotov fanatic, you have lots of empty beer bottles for you to make infinite amount of Molotovs. That's right, you guys can make your Molotovs. There is an upstairs, and up here you have a bookshelf, you have a dresser, and you have Gatling gun large bayonet. So pretty much, you guys can have mods here. There is a chance of mod spawning here. And over here, there is the bed, which sometimes spawns in a geezer jacket. You got pillows down here. You have lots of beers here, so just keep that in mind. And bottles. You have a bathroom here that has a first aid, so you can pretty much farm first aid and toilet paper. So you guys have this bed plus the other 2 beds there, so that will be a total of 4 beds. Well, 3. But considering the other bunk bed, then it's 4. But this is it, you guys. This is the house that I live in. It's right by, I will mention this again, Becker's farm. Once you get to Becker's farm up ahead, you will see this house that one right there. And then you will see these two houses here. Just cross the broken bridge and you're here in your own solitary building. Man, you can always walk towards Grafton to trade, so it's a pretty good place. So thank you guys for watching, like and subscribe, and we will show new locations if this video gets lots of feedback. The coordinates are there on the video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want more, leave a comment. If you have any more ideas or any other locations, just drop me the coordinates, pictures, whatever. I'll check them out and I'll show them. As always, we post Fallout 76 on this channel, and I'm trying to post Fallout 4 again. I'm trying to do a second season for the zombies mod that I did, but this time following the story of Fallout, just with zombies this time. And we're continuing the Fallout 76 story. I just haven't been posting lately because I've been leveling up this character to tame animals and stuff, and I had a pet Jaguar, but he died. But anyway, I already said it, that, you know, to subscribe to the channel if you like it. Leave a like and leave some feedback. Comments are always appreciated, you know. I like comments. And I record these for fun as a hobby. And I hope you guys enjoy. Have a good day and survive in the wasteland. And remember, keep on raiding.